Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another woke, scary, creepy, whatever the title is, that's what we were acting to. Okay. Um, the support been amazing. Keep it up. I'm gonna keep saying that because y'all keep just want some support, man. Appreciate it. Um, and that's it, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's gonna be a long one though. So hey, grab your snacks, grab you a taco, whatever your snacks is, man. Get your snacks and let's get into it. All right, let's see what's going on here. It's an hour long, man.
These popular children's
Hour
cereal
long.
also has an ingredient that is the main ingredient in degreasing paints, trisodium phosphate. So we want to know how many people know that this toxic chemical is in all their children's favorite cereal.
Hey kids! Are any of these your favorite cereals? Yeah. Which one?
Yeah, Reese's Puffs.
That's a really hard choice because actually, they're like my three top.
Trix, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast.
Trix?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch all day.
Do you know what these cereals have in common?
Whole grain.
Bunch of sugar.
All whole grain.
It's whole grain. They're all really.
Do you know what these cereals have in common?
Whole grain.
Bunch of sugar.
All whole grain.
It's whole grain. They're all really good.
Content.
Niggas said they all really good.
High fructose corn syrup.
Ah, he's kind of smart. All right. Do you know what TSP is?
No, I don't.
Trisodium phosphate?
Uh-oh.
It's very not good for you.
Not good.
It's, you use it for cleaning.
Would you eat that?
No, I don't know what it is.
It's degreaser, it's paint remover, it's a lubricant. But it's also found in all three of these cereal. It's an ingredient. Would you still eat it if I gave it to you like that?
No.
Do
Wow.
you know what TSP is? You really know what it is?
Come here.
Have you ever eaten it?
I have no idea. I know what that is.
What is it?
Trisodium phosphate.
What does it do?
It cleans your walls very, very well prior to painting.
Yeah. Do you know that's in your cereal? It's already an ingredient.
Serious?
Yep, and all three of these. Trisodium phosphate right there.
Right there, wow.
I was actually quite surprised that there's TSP in the cereal.
Yeah, so like on this, so if you've used this before and it says a warning, harmful if swallowed, does that look okay to eat?
It looks like sugar, but I know it's not.
That's not sugar, that's trisodium phosphate.
I know, but
It's
there's
a
still
chemical.
chemical.
Do you still want to eat the cereal now?
No.
She goes, yes.
No.
No. Would you still eat this cereal right now if I put that on top?
No.
Hey, hon, what do you think that does to your insides?
It makes bacteria go and
Something like that.
What's up with this one?
This one's organic. Now, we're not promoting it or anything, but it tastes the exact same as Reese's Puffs, but it doesn't have the weird ingredients in it. Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, if you look at the ingredients in this, you can understand all the ingredients. You know what you're eating. It's not necessarily healthy, but it's a lot healthier for you. It has no chemicals in it. Does it taste the same as Reese's Puff?
Secret hip-hop meeting that took place in the 90s. The meeting was allegedly between the biggest music executives in the industry that were discussing the future of hip-hop. In that meeting, the executives were instructed by some new investors to only sign and market gangster rappers. The reason for this was that the new investors were allegedly invested into the private prison industry and wanted to encourage a specific group of people to live a criminal lifestyle in order to see a rise in incarcerations. These investors wanted to make a generation of criminals so they can incarcerate them in privately owned prisons and make billions off them. The artist plays one of the most important roles in making all of this happen, selling out and choosing to sell their people right along with it.
You know, the funny thing about M&Ms is
What?
that if you turn it upside down, you see it a whole different way. Just like you see all different colors. And we all know the blue doesn't taste like blue, and the red doesn't taste like red, and the green doesn't taste like green. They're all equally good. Now, a lot of us, we don't even look at the color, and we just... But the crazy part is, they want us to erase color. And they think this white shell is so strong, when actually it's very brittle. Because once it starts to crack, we can peel it away. And it reveals the true color of history. And why did they use colors? Because M&Ms would be pretty damn boring if they were all white.
That's why I don't celebrate none of these holidays. It's nothing about. It's all about spending money. They're trying to exhaust our pockets in every way that they can.
Right.
Every way
Yeah,
that
if
they
you think
can.
about all the holidays, a lot of what made no sense to me, some holidays aren't even American holidays.
Exactly.
If you think about it.
It's European holidays.
You got
They
a point.
just changed the date. So if you notice, if a holiday was big, it would be big around the whole country. The whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, Asia have their own New Year's.
Right.
We have our own New Year's. I think Germany and different places out there have their own holidays.
Right.
Guys, reporting right here, September 9. Right here in Tampa right now, we have a sundog above our head, guys. Did you see the sun flicker? Could be a display, guys. Look at that.
Yo, look at the halo around it.
Right here, guys. Can make this shit up right now.
Nah, that halo is crazy around it.
They're trying to spray the rainbow, guys. Every time they try to spray the rainbow, guys, they're doing it.
Abundant rising, man. Royal risings to the entire realm, even those with a low vibration, man. Hopefully your shit can get raised today by somehow, man, you know. But to everybody, especially my soul tribe, everybody with a high vibration, you know this one is for y'all, man. We ain't pertaining to none of that other shit. Happy Portal Day. It's the 9/9 portal. Me being a Virgo, you know, my solar return is in 4 days. Man, I'm feeling very great. I'm feeling all this energy, right? I've had 2 meditations already today, right? Today is a day about, of course, we know on these portal days is an awesome time to manifest things, right? Writing things down, speaking into existence, into the universe, the things that you're trying to manifest, right? But we know the number 9 is about transformation, right? So with this being a transformative number, this is about standing on your choices that you've been manifesting. The people you've been saying you didn't want around you, that you're actually not being around as much as you used to, just cut those people off. Cut them situations off, right? So the universe don't got to do all the groundwork for you. That's how your manifestations start rolling in quicker, right? When the universe got to step in and do other little shit for us, it slows down the abundance, right? And usually 9 out of 9 times, family, is shit that we could take care of ourselves. Is, you know, the things that we asking for, the things that are better or for our best or our greater good, shit that we know that we should take care of. But we know a lot of things are easier said than done, especially in this third dimensional construct. It's usually not just us. It's not just our energy we dealing with. We have other people and other things, you know, tied into this shit. I understand that it's emotions tied into it, but that's what this is about, transforming and letting go of anything that's not going to push forward with you. If you don't see it going forward with you, if you don't see it on you, stop wearing that shit. If you don't see these people pushing forward with you, you might as well get in the process and stop being around them, because 1, you're preparing yourself for the future. 2, you're unbounding and cutting cords and strings that are tied to that third dimensional construct. We'll be lying if we say we wouldn't grieve or feel a certain amount of pain when certain things happen to these people. But we've been telling them to get themselves right, their frequencies right, and let those with eyes see. Y'all don't see what's going on? You don't have to have just your third eye open to be able to see what the is going on, man, right now. Really hitting the fan. We not, man, it's so much going on, right? That at the end of the day, every majority of the people are distracted, right? Even if they're awake, and they understand that, right? We in the middle of this awakening process, so they got so many traps planted for people to just get trapped right there, right? People are trapped and stuck on this, on this conspiracy. Oh, it's Project Blue Beam. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be. Hey man, stop looking for what it's finna be and start looking for what the fuck you gonna do. It's time for you to understand your assignment and your life path, man. This 9/9 portal is an awesome time to start this process, man. You know, it's so much abundance and love, man, that just flows through me to y'all, man. I feel y'all energy. I see y'all growth, man. And each one reach one. I love, respect, value, and understand each and every last one of y'all, man. Make some powerful manifestations and speak powerful affirmations to your DEA. Ashe, we rise.
Have you ever been in public and a baby just randomly turned around and just stared at you? No matter if they was playing with a toy, if they was laughing, if they was giggling, whatever, they turn around and they look at you, right? Kind of like they seeing something within you. I wonder what that means. Well, if a baby ever give you this look, and you on your spiritual journey and you know you're on a high vibration, that means that they see the God essence within you. Because if you think about it, babies are the closest to God. They're coming straight from the astral realm into the physical. They're fresh. They're in their purest form. So what do you think that means if they give you this look, like they're very interested in what you're doing? And not the look like they're scared of you, the look like they want to know who the fuck you is and where you came from and why you seem so familiar. It's because of your light. And we all have this light within us, but everybody's not vibrating at a high level. And babies can even sense if you have negative energy or if you're on a low vibration. You'll notice they'll start to cry, they'll get nervous, they'll get scared, they'll try to run from you. If they do that, then your vibration probably at a low level. And you probably need to raise it up a little bit or a lot of it. And I even made a video a while ago explaining how when babies are born, their light is so bright that they'll literally break up the mother and the father, especially if they have certain things they haven't worked on, like past traumas, insecurity, etc., etc. So that alone just lets you know how powerful they are. So that's why we got to do what we can do to protect the kids. Because if y'all notice, the government, the elites, they're all targeting the kids. You know why? Because they're in their purest form and they know the power that they hold spiritually. So that's why they want to manipulate them and do things to them. And we're not having that shit no more. We got to start homeschooling our kids and teaching them the right way, not sending them off to school. The government don't care about them. They're feeding them milk and cheese and beef and teaching them about history, his stories. So that means it's not even true. It's made up stories. Let them know who they really are at the core. Let them know what dreams are. Let them know what energy is. Let them know how to protect their energy.
Exactly.
Teach them how to be in tune with nature and how to go to nature to heal. Show them how to keep their chakras balanced. Y'all teach them stuff that does not matter. That's for a different video. All in all, if kids like you and they want to be around you and they feel safe around you and they want to tell you their issues, their problems, and they want to vent to you, that means you have a light about you. And keep doing what you're doing. Spiritual method.
A big mistake you make when going through a spiritual awakening is judge those who are not, calling them sheep, being angry or annoyed at their blinded beliefs, and seeing
we all been there
with their ignorance. Now you may think this way, but you must understand that everybody is where they're meant to be. Understand that we are all one.
It is true.
Me, I am you, and you are also them. In order for you to be at the level of awareness that you are today, you had to go through what they're currently going through. You are also what you call a sheep in this lifetime and in many others. Otherwise, you would never spiritually be where you are right now. What you feel against these people is almost like you hating a child that is learning how to walk. Now you may think that they're hurting us and the planet with their ignorance, but the whole point of our collective existence is to remember. And when I say remember, I mean remember back to source. And of course, we're going to go through these challenges of being ignorant and doing harm to each other. It's all part of the evolution that we're meant to do as a soul. Having resentment towards those people is only going to distract you from what's really important, which is remembering back to source. I'm Ira, and I'm here to assist you in your spiritual journey.
How to gain power over any person. This is one of the laws from the 48 laws of power, and debatably the most important power law of them all. Law 21. Appear dumber than you actually are. Now this may sound dumb when you first hear this, but let me explain. Being smart wins you absolutely no friends. Play dumb and people will love you or gravitate towards you. When people think they are smarter than you, you have all the power because they will never expect anything for you. Being smart and winning arguments is the quickest way to gain enemies, I promise. Playing dumb will be more attractive to the opposite sex. Just make sure you play dumb and confident at the same time. Let them speak more. Act dumb like you don't know what they're saying. The more they talk, the more they reveal. While they feel important, you gain insights. Choose your battles. Not every challenge needs your response. Let them think they've won, and they'll become overconfident. Be a great listener. Understand their motivations and fear. This isn't just about hearing. It's about strategizing.
Everything is made of energy, and energy is neither created or destroyed. Then all things already exist in an energetic and vibrational state. Recognizing this truth is the secret to manifestation. When you desire something, it already belongs to you on an energetic plane. If you can experience its energy, the feeling of it, you possess it. Persist in this sensation, this potent energy, and observe as it morphs from waveform to particle, from ethereal energy to tangible matter. Feel the reality of what you want, and stay in that feeling until you see it.
Alright, the mark of the beast, there's there's so many different interpretations and theories on this. First of all, for anyone who don't know, the mark of the beast is basically the mark of the Antichrist. The Bible talks about it being more so a symbol on you rather than its own physical thing. Some people see it as more of like a metaphor. Like an interpretation that I heard that I thought was really cool is that society low-key has already been marked with the beast, in the way that we've already been immersed in Satan's society, because the evil powers that be that's been controlling the world, and we're already acting in Satan's way and been participating in things like racial division, wars, killing each other senselessly, low vibrational ass music that convinces us to kill each other and encourages it, etc., etc. Some people associated it with which is also another cool interpretation, because the Bible talks about how you cannot buy or sell goods without having this mark. And then when you think about you weren't able to participate in society without having this. Like, you couldn't go places, you couldn't fly, you couldn't work, which I thought was a cool correlation. Let me also add, this is not to fearmonger. Like, I seriously hate fearmongering. You should never be fearful of this stuff, okay? That's what they want. They want to keep you low vibey. Don't let it. You're always protected if you believe you are. Just take that with you. So my take on it, I think that it's gonna actually be a physical thing of its own. At this point in time, I think the mark will be implanted chips. Because imagine the power and control you can have over someone with implanting them with a technological chip. We know this is possible, and we know that they've already been talking about doing this shit. For what reason though? Like, seriously, like, for what reason would they need to do that? We already know, like, I hope we already know that they just only do shit for their own good and for their evil agendas, right? So it's like, what else would it be for? Also, if you look at Project Bluebeam, which actually gives us details on how they will enact their final one world order agenda, it specifically talks about how chips are vital for their plan, because they want that inserted into people so that they can communicate with them through that chip, which I have more details about it in the Project Bluebeam video that I did. So it all just makes sense, to be honest with you, because if you look at the book of Revelations, you know, of course, it's like we're living through those times right now. We see many parallels with the book of Revelations, with technology, with Project Bluebeam. Well, to me, it really all makes sense with everything that's going on at the moment. And honestly, that gives me relief, because I feel like I see what's going on, so I can't be manipulated and controlled and confused and scared. And nobody else should be either. Just use discernment. Let me just also add this for a little razzle dazzle. So in the Bible, it's said that the Antichrist will fool society into giving all of their power to the Antichrist and having society follow it and look to it for guidance. What organization is doing that? What organization is creating all the systems for our society? The one that y'all keep voting for, that one. The Bible literally tells you who and what the Antichrist is, and I'm not even religious. Like, anyway, there's probably a lot more that can be said, but
it's because you chose them in this lifetime, bro. I'm telling you, everything that your family do, it brings you closer and closer and closer to yourself. This is making you become closer to yourself. I'm telling you this.
That's so true.
As bad as you may think they are, and they say all our memories got erased, and for the ones that wake up and they able to tap back into their Akashic records, tap back into their past lives, etc., these is the ones that could end generational curses and save your family when they die. I don't give a fuck what you see everybody doing.
There's a character who is...
Give me a second. Alright, we back.
Years and years now. Individual calls himself Brother Polite. Con man extraordinaire, and now, apparently, sexual deviant. He has been sentenced to 7 years in prison. And, like I say, this guy is top of the worst of the worst. Top of the worst of the worst. Lifelong con artist. General degenerate.
Story time. Do secret cities exist? Some cities are so top secret, they can't even be found on a map. Others are padlocked, hidden in a forest, or buried deep underground. Dumb and Dumber has a deep underground military base and deep underground military base emergency room. What is the largest underground city in the United States? Kansas.
Yo.
Sub-metropolis.
That's crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
Square foot artificial cave in the bluffs above the Missouri River. in Kansas City, Missouri, United States, that is claimed to be the largest underground storage.
Dang, that's too much space down
To
there.
see it face to case
For what though?
is nothing short of astonishing. How do I know? Because I worked through 3 of them. I knew back then, Mayo, what I know now is that you would play catch up. I must say, I'm more proud to be a KC native now more than ever. Why? Because it's in the Midwest. So if the economy crashed and doomsday was upon us, guess what? We would run straight to the caves. I mean, come on, after all, we got Lake City. What's so special about Lake City, you ask? Lake City Ammo is made in Independence, Missouri. The plant continues to be the premier small caliber manufacturing plant in the world. Needless to say, what is the biggest ammunition plant in the United States? Lake City. This is the layout of Sub Metropolis. And it's only one of our many cave systems. Down there, it's only one temperature year-round. You can't tell whether it's night or day. Anybody who's worked here know that the storage units are strategically placed in alphabetical and numerical order. From 1978, 1 year before I was born, till now, 2023, has been a vast network of tunnels. So 2 and 2 is 4, no matter how you look at it. Remember this? The Hollow Earth theorists claim that there are 3 substantial openings into inner Earth, 1 in each of the poles and 1 in the Himalayas. Suspended in the center hollow is an interior divided by day and night sides. The
That's
inhabitants
crazy.
are superhuman and guardians of the planet. So if that's the case, and the superhumans of Argartha warned us by sending that message with Admiral Richard Byrd, telling us back then, hey, the people of the surface world are fucking up. Get your shit together or shit go get you together. Now run and tell them that. As he did, but what our government do? Sold us out like they always do. Went behind our backs, created a tunnel system, and been testing us like lab rats with fired fake money ever since. Now here we are, preaching and teaching, but nobody coming up with a solution. Here's a solution for your ass. Come on, come on. Welcome to Kansas City. Wake up! We coming! It's coming!
Shalom, family. This is why they've been remodeling all your local Walmarts for the lockdown that is here. It is about to happen. Now stroll with me. Why is there so many pickup spots?
Wow.
Why is there so many pickup parking spots? Come on now. Come on now. Y'all gotta get hip. The lockdown is here. Any day now. When they turn on that frequency and everyone that took the bologna juice start dropping and people start getting sick, this is why. This is why Walmart has all these pickup. Oh, it don't stop. Someone explain this. It ain't that many people shopping online.
Not at all.
It goes across the street. Look at that in there. Come on, man. Y'all better get hip. This is probably gonna be like a driveway or something. Low-key FEMA, who knows? But I'm just focusing on right here. Why is there so many pickups? It even goes across the street over there. All that over there is pickup.
Wow. Definitely up to
Well,
no
this is
good.
a permanent
Up to
lockdown.
something.
Get hip, family. Shalom.
Buying junk fast foods that have no actual food in them. We buy gallons of poisonous household cleaners when one degradable soft soap will do. We are poisoning our homes and wasting our hard-earned money for no good reason. Why? Because the advertising industry tells us to. They just want you to buy stuff. For example, if a company pollutes the environment or uses bad business practices, if you don't buy their stuff, they will change. If you don't want food with chemicals or GMOs in it, then don't buy it. The minute we start taking responsibility and spending our money wisely, every politician, every corporation, and leader around the world is going to know that we have woken up. This is the 21st century. If we use our resources wisely, there's no reason why anyone shouldn't have what they need. There's no reason whatsoever why people are still starving to death on our planet. And the common man or woman, whether they are Israeli or Palestinian, Protestant or Catholic or Iraqi or American, the common man just wants to live in peace and justice in a clean environment. When we look around the world and we see that that is not the case, we know that the will of the majority is not being listened to. That's the first sign that our system is broken. Government won't make these changes for us.
Nope.
And again, it is down to the common man. No company will continue a practice or product that you, the consumer, will not buy. It's vitally important that you understand this because this gives you ultimate power to change the world you live in. Companies are extremely sensitive about you buying their products because if you don't buy their stuff, they go out of business. That's not something any company is willing to consider. And by choosing to spend your money wisely, you can promote those companies that do business in a socially responsible way.
You are the universe. 12 constellations, 12 systems of the body, 12 cranial nerves in the brain. Your cells are made out of 12 cell salts, which are the 12 zodiac signs, 7 energy centers, 7 planets, 7 days of the week, 5 fingers for the 5 elements. You're also made out of these elements, and you're a 5-pointed star. The Garden of Eden is your body. The tree of life is the cardiovascular system. The tree of knowledge of good and evil is the nervous system. Head is heaven, heel is hell. The Temple of Solomon isn't a place, it's you. The Temple of the Sol and the Mon, the sun and the moon. Body, mind and soul. The moon is your mind, the sun is your soul, the body is your earth. Your consciousness is God experiencing his own creation, and your body is the whole universe. These religions keep you looking outside of yourself, not realizing it's all within. Come to an agreement that the spark of God is inside of each and every single one of us, no matter what race, religion, or country you come from. We are all the same spark of consciousness. Until we realize this, we will forever be divided and conquered.
A lot of you guys think, if I just learn how to do this business, I'm going to be so successful. The reality is if you don't work on your mindset, you're becoming an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is not sunshine and rainbows. It likes you to think, oh, 1% of people, they go have the next hedge fund, the next startup that goes out and makes billions of dollars. No. You as a small business owner, as a solo entrepreneur learning how to wholesale real estate or flip houses, you now work for yourself. That comes with a massive amount of responsibility. When I first became an entrepreneur, I was so unprepared. My mindset was not there. I struggled with depression, struggled with anxiety. Anxiety so bad that sometimes I would be still and I would freeze. You know, fight, flight, or freeze, I would freeze. And I wouldn't be able to do anything for hours. That's how bad it was. 10 times worse as an entrepreneur. Here's why. Not only do you struggle with your personal things, but now you have to struggle with business owner things. For example, dealing with debt services on a flip. If you are wholesaling and flipping, you have debt service on your flip. If you don't wholesale and make money while you're doing it, you're not going to be able to afford the debt service unless you have reserves. There were times that I bought too many houses and I had no more cash and I had no idea how I was going to pay it. Talk about anxiety through the roof. Couple that with self-talk being so negative, you can see how I became a doom loop, a death spiral of negativity, negative self-talk, and a sense of selflessness that was leaving. I had no idea how to move on a day-to-day. That's why when we talk about mindset on this app, we really mean we're preparing you for those moments where you're not going to know what to do. You're going to fight, flight, or freeze. If your mind's not strong, you're going to do what I did, and you're going to freeze. You're not going to be able to get through it. It's going to be a struggle. But if we get your mind rock solid and we get over those anxiety and those depressions and those negative self-talks ahead of time, when the struggle comes up, you're going to go, I got this. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of. I got this.
For years on September 23rd, conspiracies that the world is coming to an end have flooded the internet. These theories are sparked by the overwhelming appearance of the numbers 9, 2, and 3 appearing in numerous television shows and movies. I'm just going to go through this list. Third rock from the sun. There was a meteor that was scheduled to hit the planet in 2015.
And yet everyone on the planet gets all worked up about these pointless little behaviors, blissfully unaware of the great vaporizing meteor due in 2015.
The Big Bang Theory, an asteroid strikes September 23rd. The Volcano movie 239 in the license plate. Seeking a Friend at the End of the World, an asteroid strikes on September 22nd, 23rd, and ends the world. The movie Deep Impact, starring Morgan Freeman. The asteroid would strike on 9/22. Evan Almighty, he said the date of the flood is September 22nd.
Until September 22nd, midday. And if the ark isn't finished by then, you will be.
Is that when it's going to happen? September 22nd, midday?
The movie Knowing, the date of September 22nd and 23rd, the Earth is destroyed by a solar flare. Little Shop of Horrors, you had this September 23rd event that humans will encounter a threat. The movie Tomorrowland, disaster strikes on September 23rd. In NCIS, The Last Man Standing was the episode Do They Know 23? No. You know, that signal there. In Jim Carrey's movie 23, he mentions the date September 23rd as the day that hell arrives. In the TV show Sleepy Hollow, September 23rd, a new dimension is opened. Hello?
We have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now.
I know a lot of people out there, as Oprah and I have been finding, are just having a hard time trusting where the money goes. What organization should I send money to? How can I help?
These are two of your favorite stars, Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock, and media mogul Oprah Winfrey, talking about their humanitarian assistance to the residents of Maui following the devastating wildfires that rocked the tiny island. Well, you may wonder how both stars are connected to this place, why they are going out of their way to help, and whether the help is genuine. So, yes, both are connected to Hawaii, though in different capacities. Dwayne is a native of the land, so he says,
I was raised in these islands. My family are buried in these islands.
As for Oprah, Oprah is a massive, massive landowner on the island.
Billionaire Oprah Winfrey has purchased 870 acres of land on the Hawaiian island of Maui. The media mogul shelled out just $6.6 million for the agricultural land in the Kula upcountry.
So there you have your connection. But as it turns out, the fund the two Hollywood stars set up purporting to be geared towards helping fire victims is nothing but a scam. At least that's what thousands of fans think. The two copped a backlash after asking people to donate to their fundraiser to help those affected by the Maui fires. In August, a deadly wildfire burned through thousands of acres of land, reportedly killing over 115 people. The pair launched a fund called the People's Fund of Maui, which aims to put the money directly in the pockets of locals affected. Oprah said she was inspired by Dolly Parton giving money to North Carolina fire victims.
And I was sent a message about Dolly Parton's fund that she started for the people of Gatlinburg when there was a tragedy. And
we were so concerned about what was happening in Maui that we were texting back and forth. And I read this article that Dolly had given money to her community, and I said, I think this is the answer, the media mogul said in a video posted on social media. And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of people who need it right now. So if you send a donation, that money is going to go to one of many residents who have been displaced in Maui. Dwayne Johnson, who appeared in the video and posted it to his TikTok, said the fund was a way to help people who have trust issues with charity organizations.
I know a lot of people out there, as Oprah and I have been finding, are just having a hard time trusting where the money goes. What organization should I send money to? How can I help?
As Oprah and I have been finding, people are just having a hard time trusting where the money goes. What organization should I send money to? How can I help? The former wrestler said. The fund that we created with a lot of hard work from a lot of hardworking people who all care about these people of Maui. It is a clean transfer from you directly to their hands. The pair then started the fund by donating $10 million, but have been dragged online, with many stating that this was the latest example of rich people failing to read the room. As of
they're sending me these videos like nonstop. Everything is supposed to be happening in the third week of September. Damn it, man.
In the TV show Big Bang Theory, an asteroid strike is expected September 23rd. In the movie Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, an asteroid strikes September 23rd. Julia, a meteor strikes September 23rd. knowing
Is this real? Like, is this really gonna happen? Like,
lasting until September 23rd.
mm-hmm.
Little Shop of Horrors. Humans are threatened by an event. September 23rd. Tomorrowland. Disaster strikes. September 23rd. 23. Hell will arrive. September 23rd. Sleepy Hollow. A dimension opens up. September 23rd. Ghostbusters. Evil is released on September 23rd. This is the end. 9/23 is the date the rapture happens. Pandemic. Outbreak starts September 23rd. Either fake aliens, fake Carrington event, or a fake asteroid, September 2023.
Okay, I don't gotta keep on saying this, but yes, we are in the end times. And because we are in the end times, yes, this is the life where we're actually, some people are actually going to really be in heaven or, you know, finally get off this planet, meaning that your consciousness, like you being aware of everything, same thing that you're here, but you're going to be in a different body vessel. You're probably going to be a soul. You're probably going to be a creature, whatever you want to be, whenever your soul wants you to be, you will be that in the, you know, once this happens. And yes, we will experience a lot more crazy things. So think of this like Star Wars, Starfield. It's like the norm that we've been experiencing for God knows how long. It's going to be different now. What I can say is I do not know when rapture will happen, okay? Now, when it comes to, you know, the requirements, again, I know I feel like I made a video about this, but we really are at the point where, okay, yeah, I wasn't going insane like a few months back, like, thank God. So, again, you being connected to the universe, it's just about you knowing who you are. And when you know who you are, you will never, ever let anybody else that doesn't know who they are put you down, make you lose your power. That's basically it. I'm sorry, look around, look at a lot of people, celebrities, stuff like that. They're fake. They're not it. They're not leaders. They don't know who they are. Because if they know who they are, they wouldn't be where they at. But again, people believe that being in the material, people need to understand that when people get raptured and stuff like that, y'all not gonna be in the material. You guys are gonna experience everything, not just the material. The material is like this. You're gonna finally experience the universe, spiritually, mentally, physically, dimension, like different ways. Okay, think about it like the multiverse. Spider-Man across the multiverse. That's what's gonna happen. That's why it's like crazy for us to even really think about it or visualize. That's why we've been having many dreams throughout our lifetime. It's just about that. Another thing, okay, even though, you know, rapture's gonna come and stuff like that, don't think about it. For me, I'm like, I always like, okay, is rapture gonna here? Okay, I want to die now. I want to go out now. Okay, I'm gonna do some self-sacrifice. I'm gonna be like Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna be a sheep. I'm gonna sacrifice myself so people could live, blah, blah, blah. Finally now I'm like, you know, the universe had to humble me, be like, wait, little nigga, like, just wait, you know, it's not there yet. Obviously, you know, I still don't know. And that's the thing, we do not know when it's going to happen, so we still have to continue to live our life like when it's the last day. By that meaning that just be loving, okay? Don't hold grudges for tomorrow, don't hold grudges for another or anything like that. Don't hold that negativity, okay? Because again, rapture can happen any moment now, and you know, we already seen that, you know, the higher ups, they're already prepared, okay? They got the scanners coming up, everything's about to be virtual, meaning that the AIs are going to be popping, jobs are not going to be, you know, how it used to be because AI is going to take over. And I'm just speaking generally, okay? This is what's going to happen on this planet, even though people might think, oh my God, the technology is going to be very advanced, virtual reality, everything like that, and there's going to be some sinister stuff going on, and it's going to... I don't know. Again, I still don't know what's going to happen, and I do not want to find out because, again, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a nice time. It's going to be a very dark time. And this planet would be like a slave planet, or I don't know about that. Now, people can believe me or not, but I'm going to share this. But around the time I've been making authorities is around the time that crazy stuff been, you know, being presented on news. Obviously, I'm not going to say that I have full power to really cause this because I just feel like because my authority powers actually have been working, I just can't tell what authorities I have been making. I can't expose that. And no, I cannot use my authorities for my own use. This is the end of the day, okay? I'm an authority. As an authority, it's my job to try to balance things out, okay? So even though this planet is done for, there's still, you know, souls that need saving, okay? They don't deserve to be on this planet, so it's my job and other people's job as well. I feel like other people are authorities, or if they have their own high power or special, you know, spiritual privilege, it's our job to do our best to guide the lost souls up into light or enlightenment so we all can get out of here. The universe, they want us to like save everybody, okay? Obviously, I feel like not everybody's going to be saved, but that's the mindset that we all need to have. So we cannot leave anybody behind. That's why rapture hasn't happened yet, is because certain souls are still working on themselves spiritually.
These being Give me a second.
Will reveal themselves to us. However, they're looking at us right now like they've got a planet full of 3,800 nuclear warheads. Let's see what they're doing with those things. Oh, they're not for protecting the planet against an outside invader. They're for bombing their own selves. Okay. They don't see human beings as individual races of people. They don't see our borders. They don't see our colors of our skin. What they see is one planet full of humans.
There's this feature on your phones. If you zoom in on like the moon at night, it will show a clear image of the moon. Like, holy shit, you can zoom in and get every single detail, right? But it's all fake. Y'all can try it right now. They did a test. They took like a fake moon, a white circle out of paper, put it in their house, turned off all the lights, pretended it was the moon, and zoomed in, and it created the moon. It literally created all the details of the moon, fam. It was fake. I don't know of exactly what phones it does it with, but I know this one specifically, like that, the Samsung one. It's just a white circle, and then when they zoom in, look at this, look at this. See, it's just dark. You zoom in, gets darker, and then boom, it shows it's the moon.
They have like a general assumption of the moon, like they have it already generated, so if anything resembles the moon, it'll think it's the moon, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So they're lying to us, bro.
Problems right now. Whenever you see a fish on land with 4 legs like a dog, walking around breathing, that should let you know that we are in grave danger and that our planet is literally falling apart. This fish is sitting there breathing like a chihuahua that somebody just walked, and it's not even flipped. It's not doing nothing. So he's obviously adapted to be able to walk on land, which means the sea is probably getting so bad. This fish is somehow evolved or mutated or something to become some type of land animal.
This police sergeant's behavior was outrageous after someone was recording him.
So what happened inside? There was nobody inside? Badge number 2025. Cool. Yeah, I can see pretty good. Oh man, interesting. How's your day? Look at the distance that he created, guys. No, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to point that out, that's all.
What's one of the fakest
in
the world?
Broccoli on there, spinach, kale.
Spinach?
One thing I don't recommend to people is like the cane sugar.
Cane sugar?
Yes.
I tell people that too.
Cane sugar is like it's drug, or like the cane, you know. People like to squeeze the cane in the Caribbean. So I don't recommend to nobody to take cane.
Wow.
I've never seen it. Honestly, I don't think you actually realise. You talk about UFOs, Simps. They are actual proper UFOs. There is nothing. What could be flying like that with those? And they're all flashing now in the clouds. Look, can you see that in the clouds?
Yeah. Going down.
Where's it gone? I've lost it. Oh yeah? Where? Oh yeah? Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, mate, they're two UFOs. That's not a plane, that is nothing with a human being in it, is it? Look at them! Look at that!
That's crazy, brother.
It looks flat as well, and UFOs are like flat.
They're like, mate, they're like, almost like orbs. Massive orbs. I have no idea. They're both super bright lights with big tails. Like, it's almost like when I first saw it, I thought, no, is that like a firework or something? Yeah. And then it went down and started going up again. Wow, look at this.
That's crazy, bro. It's moving around like it's like it know what it's doing. Wow.
How mad.
I don't put that on Instagram.
Yeah, it might do, mate.
That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
It's amazing. But what are those bits? It's almost like fire coming out the back. Now they're like disappearing and flashing.
It's got appendages. It can grab things, but it just, I don't know why. That doesn't look like a raccoon paw to me.
Please, let's get the fuck out of our room.
All of these different influencers and major influencers under our wing, we now control their minds, because I will give you a secret. Where your money comes from is very energy based. So if your money comes from murder, you will receive murderous energy from you. You will receive those thoughts. You will receive those frequencies. If your money comes from human trafficking, or your money is anywhere intermixed with, I'll say this, it's very important to understand where your money has come from, because if you accept certain money, you will inherit the energy that comes from that money. And so when we get all of these people under our spell and under our money, we control their minds, because they inherit the energy in which the practices that we like. So we don't have to control them or tell them to do anything. When they accept our money, they accept everything that comes with that money, because the energy is attached to the money.
They don't even know it.
So that's how we control them. That's how we brainwash celebrities.
Quick thought. For everybody who keep thinking that sadness and depression is something that's made up by somebody else or something else, it's you. Don't nothing exist outside of this moment that we're all in right now. Yesterday don't exist. Tomorrow don't exist. Don't nothing exist but right now. So if you think about something tomorrow, you create it, because it's going to give you anxiety. Anybody who can't get over the past, you're creating with your thoughts, because you can't get over the past.
Right.
If everybody just immerse themselves in the moment, like every other animal in the kingdom, right? You wouldn't have those worries. You understand that everything you need is in the now. It's a book by Eckhart Tolle I advise everybody to read, called The Power of Now. You should be immersed in the right now, because this is where everything is. Everybody got what they need, what they want and desire right now. If you think about tomorrow, it's going to cause you anxiety. If you think about the past, it's going to cause you depression. I promise. Stop doing it.
The Paranormal Chick here. Fascinating news is coming out of Queensland, Australia. Back in July of 2023, local marine biologists came across a skeleton that had washed ashore. The interesting and crazy part about this is they're calling it the Australia mermaid. Why? Because its skull is in the shape of a human, per the marine biologist, and where its legs should be form into a tail. Could this finally be hardcore evidence that mermaids exist? Now, the skeleton itself has been submitted for testing and research. The question remains, though, will those results be released to public? Take a look at these photos that were taken of the marine creature and tell me what you think.
Might be. What y'all think? I think that's a mermaid. I mean, there's already like videos
hot
out.
water with turmeric and lemon every morning on an empty stomach, this is what will happen to your body. You'll have beautiful skin, thanks to the anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric and the vitamin C in lemon. This drink can ease eczema symptoms and promote glowing skin, detoxify your whole body. The combination of turmeric and lemon acts as a powerful detoxifier, helping to eliminate accumulated toxins and cleanse your body, prevent arthritis. Turmeric's anti-inflammatory properties will relieve circular joint pain and help prevent arthritis, reduce your risk of cancer. Studies have shown that turmeric's active compounds have happy anti-cancer effects. By inhibiting the growth of tumor cells, you'll reduce the risk of diabetes. Turmeric plays a role in regulating blood sugar levels and improving insulin sensitivity, thus helping to prevent the risks associated with diabetes. Follow and like for more health tips.
Did you know your face will show if you're going to be rich or successful? According to Feng Shui, every facial feature tells your story of your destiny. So if your forehead is high, round and broad, you'll be successful and rich.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Classes in session. Today we're talking about the root chakra and why you need to have your root chakra balanced. And if it's not balanced, what that comes with. All right, so boom, your root chakra is located at the base of your body, at the bottom. Most of y'all might already know that, but I don't care. We still going over it. And this is the chakra that brings balance, security, stability, all of that. And when it's not balanced, we're going to get into that. All right, so boom, when your root chakra isn't balanced or when it's blocked, it makes you feel disconnected. It makes you feel stagnant, depleted, low on energy. It just makes you feel like you're in a loop, like you're in an endless cycle. Like you keep on attracting the same things, you keep doing the same things, you keep attracting the same people, same relationships. And that might be because your root chakra is out of balance. But here's some affirmations that you can say for your root chakra. I am centered and grounded. I am here. I am safe. With every breath, I release all anxiety and fear. I am at home with my body. I have everything I need to create the life I desire. Some of the ones that I use is I am in alignment. I am balanced. I am grounded. I am centered. I am secure and stable. And then they got essential oils and all the other. I don't really know. Y'all can read that if y'all want to read that. On to the next slide. All right, we already went over some of this, but we're about to go over it again. So it sticks with you. After you watch this video and you send it to your grandma and your mom and your cat and your dog, you remember it. Signs of a balanced root chakra. When you feel secure, grounded, centered, stable. Feelings of being safe and secure. Security. Being at ease in your own body. Feeling strong, supported, peaceful. Rooted in the present moment. That's a big one, bro. You got to be in the present moment. Stop thinking about next week, last week, tomorrow. Think about today. Be grateful for today. All of your basic needs are met. You feel firm in the place that you are in your life at the current moment. Being grateful. Show gratitude. Because where you're at right now is not where you was at 2 years ago. Be grateful. Signs of an imbalanced root chakra. You feel insecure, anxious, negative, depressed, scattered, like you feel like you all over the place. We all been there before. Nobody perfect. Disconnected, restless, fearful, unmotivated, apathetic, cynical, greedy, lazy, and indecisive. If y'all feel like y'all had one of those before, it's probably because your root chakra was imbalanced. And the best frequency to listen to help with your root chakra and to keep it aligned and balanced is 396 hertz. You can meditate with it, you can play it in the background while you cooking, cleaning, eating. It doesn't matter. And some of the benefits of 396 hertz is it liberates guilt and fear, meaning it gets rid of it, turns grief into joy, cleanses negativity, empowers your goals. It brings inner peace. Like, who doesn't want that? So if you feel like somebody needs the root chakra aligned, send them this video. Even if you're supposed to focus on your damn self. There's somebody out there that might need this. So like, comment, and share. Spiritual Melody. And also,
yeah, he is funny, bro.
The sacral chakra video is coming next.
Alright, bet.
Back in like 2006, 2007, when YouTube
She's talking some real stuff with her.
get more views and videos,
because YouTube is so strict now. You can't post nothing.
Tuning into called a homunculus. So back on YouTube, there wasn't like guidelines. People could post all kinds of stuff, and there was a ton of conspiracy videos and a ton of videos that were what we would consider kind of like dark web videos now, but they were there on YouTube. I remember coming across the homunculus trend, and there were a lot of people that seemed that they were based out of Russia. A lot of the videos had Russian subtitles, and I don't speak Russian, so I couldn't really understand what was going on, but I definitely followed along. There was one guy specifically who took things to an extreme. I remember people saying that what he was doing was a crime against humanity, and that it was actually like against laws of humanity. And supposedly there's like a world treaty that says that no countries will be involved with doing what he was doing. The videos he would be uploading would be in different locations, and he would upload random videos, and I even remember that his videos were getting taken down because they were so bad. So questionable, but still very interesting, so people followed along and kind of waited for his video to drop, and because the platform was small, you could easily come across his videos. What he was doing was taking fertile chicken eggs and injecting or fertilizing them with his own DNA, his own swimmers. A lot of the times they would fail, nothing would happen, no fertilization would occur. But it came to a point where he was fertilizing them and he was able to make a baby. A lot of people were saying that it was hard to believe his videos were fake because we got to watch them grow. He would have updates and he would be talking about new things and new developments that would happen. And it was just so scientifically correct, it was hard to believe that it was faked. I watched this thing grow up, and this was basically his child. It started off with just being a little tiny nub, and the nub ended up growing into this longer shape. And then eventually the red or like the orange colored spike started to come out. He would take blended up food and inject it into the water, and the little red thing would come out and start to kind of pull the food into the hole. And then the thing about the hole is that it kind of also acted as an eye. That little finger guy was really aggressive, and it was always lurking and looking around. I don't know how it would have been recreated, and I know that CGI has been around for a long time, but it seemed like it would be kind of hard for him to fake what he was doing. All of him, he never showed his face. You could just recognize his hands, and he would be in a different room, a different location. And he was saying that people were after him because of what he was doing and what he's found that he could do. He was breaking laws of humanity. Like, he shouldn't have been doing this, and he was sharing it with the world. So this is the second baby that he was able to make, and it's just the starfish one. This picture is actually really, really sad, and I'll get into why in a second. But this little circle on the top there, that was its eye. So when it would eat, it would absorb the food through the bottom, so it was more like a starfish. The little eye would look around, and this little one seemed to be more like, I don't want to say like sweet, but it just seemed more curious and delicate. Whereas the long finger one would be like spiking around, and he moved really like aggressively. This one kind of floated around and looked around very slowly. What was sad about that picture was he finally decided to introduce the two and put them inside of the same tank. So what we're actually seeing is when this is the little finger spiked one, came down and spiked the little starfish one. You can see the moment that it unalived the little starfish one. I remember the guy being really, really sad about the starfish one. He also starts to get more frantic in his videos as he's uploading. Like, the further he is doing this, the more nervous he is, and the more, like, I don't speak Russian, but I could tell that he was very fast paced, and his hands were constantly shifting, like he was always expecting somebody to come get him. He goes silent for a while, there's no updates or anything, and he ends up uploading another video saying he was able to create one more. This is the third one, and this is the one where people were like, no way, this is absolutely fake, because he could take this one out of the water. It looks like a chicken claw. It had really murky, yucky water. It didn't show any signs of like eye or mouth, and I remember that there was no way to see where it was absorbing food through. The way that this thing moved looked like a chicken claw. It would open and close, it would react to certain things, he would touch it, and it would move like it had nerve endings. People were really debating on if he was being honest, if this stuff was faked. After that last video where he was showing the new one, he never uploaded again. That was it. And people were saying that he was arrested for breaking laws of humanity. All of his videos were wiped, and only now do I see some people starting to talk about him again, and people who remembered watching that. Wow. I think you might be able to find videos of this online where you can actually watch these things be fertilized and grown.
How many times do I have to tell you that coffee is killing you? With every cup that you drink, you are bringing in more acidity to your kidneys and more damage to your adrenal glands and your nervous system as a whole. Remember that the caffeine in coffee is a stimulant, and whenever you are on a stimulant for too long, you run the risk of dependency. So most people who say, oh, I can quit whenever I want, I just don't want to. Not really. You can't quit, because if you did, you would get headaches and migraines and have a list of things that are wrong with you until you drink another cup. This is when you know that you and your body are addicted to the effects of the caffeine. But it is an illusion that keeps you coming back for more, all while giving you UTIs, iron deficiency, a messed up gut lining from the acidity, the jitters, the poor circulation, cold hands and cold feet over time. Is that small amount of energy that it gives you really worth it in the end? There are many herbs that you can use in order to combat the damage that the coffee has done and to bring back your natural, innate energy, which is the goal, because you should not have to rely on anything for energy. So I would love to introduce our Energia formula, which is our herbal coffee replacement, our herbal energizing tea blend. This is going to have herbs in there like sarsaparilla and cinnamon, not only to give you a huge boost of iron, to give you that oxygenated and awake feeling. Those herbs are also going to improve the movement of your blood. And paired with burdock root for the lymphatic system and licorice root for the adrenal glands and the nervous system to give you that energy back, this is an amazing blend. And the best part is you don't even need sweetener because it tastes great as it is. You can go ahead and grab it in our TikTok shop today.
Taurus. Creepy facts about Taurus. Taurians are scary because of their stubbornness. This isn't new information. When Taurus digs their heels in and makes up their mind about something, it's almost impossible to get them to change it. You know that expression, cut off your nose to spite your face? Well, that has Taurus written all over it. They just won't give, even when it's to their own detriment. While their stubbornness can help them accomplish their goals, it's frightening if you have to deal with it head on.
Baby, no, you are not crazy. Y'all get in here, get in here, get in here. Because Rockstar Child got something to say. Rockstar Child always got something to say, don't she? Listen, baby, September 9th, we have the 9-9 portal. It don't matter which way you slice it, which way you dice it, we got nines, okay? Nines are all about completions, endings, and rebirth. Do you hear me? And how long it take for that bun to get ready? 9 months, right? We are rebirthing ourselves. You may be seeing phoenixes, letting you know that you're going through a rebirth at this time. If you add 9 and 9, 9 and 9 is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. Hello, 999, let's go. We got endings, we got new beginnings coming in. And what this 9-9 portal is doing is coming through with a fine-tooth comb. I like to say, you're going to put that white glove on and go on and walk on past your life to see if you got everything that you needed to get out. If you didn't, he cleaning up that residue. This 9-9 portal is cleaning up that residue that is left behind. This 9-9 portal is also working on your heart chakra. It's working on letting you know that it's safe to love. It's safe to be loved. It's okay to open yourself up to love. Okay? And the ascension symptoms are fatigue. Fatigue is a major one for me in this one. I'm not talking about like regular fatigue. I'm talking about fatigue to the point where you just getting up, going to the bathroom, getting a drink of water, throwing something in your mouth and going back to sleep. That kind of fatigue, okay? Why are you so fatigued? Because you're getting DNA activations, you're getting light activation code downloads, and all of this is that's why you're tired. If you tired, sleep. Let these activations and let these code, this DNA activate upgrades and these light code activations, let it happen. Let it happen for you, okay? Because baby, I'm exhausted now, but I know I have to get this video out to y'all, okay? You may also be having headaches, heart palpitations. Not nothing to be too worried about. Just something to let you know that it's something going on with my heart. My heart chakra is really getting worked on, okay? What are some other signs? Emotional roller coaster. You feel just up and down, up and down, up and down. 1 minute you're fine, and the next minute you just all over the place. And you're like, dang, I thought I got over that. I did all of my shadow work, blah, 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 blah. All of that stuff is coming back up so you can release it. This is the end. For my 144,000 light workers, star seeds, twin flames, everybody that's out there doing the work, this is your graduation. Congratulations. Your spirit guys, your spirit team, they commend you. This is definitely your graduation. It doesn't feel like it right now, but baby, look at the big picture, okay? Love and light, y'all. Make sure y'all stay grounded, stay balanced, meditate, pray protection over yourself, because the devil is going to send everything to try to kill, steal, and destroy what the Lord has coming for you, okay? So y'all, I love y'all. Y'all be smooth. Love and light.
Y'all be smooth. I got it.
What do they have up their sleeves now? What are they trying to distract us from now? Is what we have to ask ourselves. When something's happening and they want us to look that way, we need to look the other way. What is it, y'all? I just feel like
True.
something is going down. Something.
They always got something up their sleeves.
big is about to go down. I keep picking up this financial energy. It's about to get bad, y'all. It's about to get bad. Something is definitely about to happen that's going to affect us all. We're not going to be able to access money. We're not going to be able to access our bank accounts. We're not going to be able to access anything that has to do with money. You're not going to be able to shop in the stores, purchase gas. You're not going to be able to do those things. Something is about to happen. This is one of those things to where, because I feel like everything is a test and everything is an experiment. Oh my goodness. 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days without access to money. If you don't have cash, you're not going to be able to make any transactions. It's going to be bad. I'm not saying this to scare you or anything like that. Just to warn you. Keep some cash on hand. Some cash on hand that you can go into for at least a week, y'all. Because you're not going to be able to access your bank accounts. It's not going to work. And then when the system comes back up, money's going to be missing. Money's going to be missing. People are going to lose it. There's going to be looting, robbing, stealing. You know, our government officials are really fucked up. And they're doing this on purpose.
They're so messed up.
So, yeah. Keep some cash on hand that's going to last you for at least a week. Yeah.
Check this out, y'all. Australia. 2 suns. Looking clear. That shit look just like a Dragon Ball, y'all. Look at this. Get ready to make that win.
Somehow, I think that we can smell emotions. So if you are with someone and they are either they do not mean well for you or they are planning on taking a swipe at your neck, you somehow smell that threat. And even though consciously your brain is going, they didn't say anything, they didn't do anything, their body language is okay, it seems all okay, the other part of your brain, the animal part of your brain, which is firing in fear response or threat response, is going, no, watch out. And that's what keeps you up at night, is your conscious brain wrestling with the unconscious part of your brain. I think that that's when we talk about being psychic or having premonitions, I think that that's actually what's happening. We're smelling or picking up on things that we don't even realize.
Yeah, that's crazy.
POV finally got a seeded watermelon.
We got a seeded watermelon. You already know. Hey, we ain't even finna wait. We ain't even finna wait. So what we finna do is, we gon'
Bill Gately coming for you.
What is that, Bob?
All of these different influencers and major influencers under our wing, we now control their minds, because I will give you a secret. Where your money comes from is very energy based. So if your money comes from murder, you will receive murderous energy from you. You will receive those thoughts. You will receive those frequencies. If your money comes from human trafficking, or your money is anywhere intermixed with, I'll say this, it's very important to understand where your money has come from, because if you accept certain money, you will inherit the energy that comes from that money. And so when we get all of these people under our spell and under our money, we control their minds, because they inherit the energy in which the practices that we like. So we don't have to control them or tell them to do anything. When they accept our money, they accept everything that comes with that money because the energy is attached to the money.
They don't even know it.
So that's how we control them. That's how we brainwash celebrities.
Now people finding out that the God in the Bible is not real and they don't know who to pray to no more. But if you knew how connected you is, you would never feel lost. That's the thing. The Bible through your perception of who God really is. God is me. God is you. God is nature. God is animals. God is everything, and we are all connected with God. You literally is a split image of God. We are nothing but God experiencing physical bodies. Your soul, God energy. Your ancestors, God energy. Everything inside and outside this dimension possesses God energy. 24/7, we're surrounded by God energy. The Bible made you think you have to get on your knees to pray to a God. If he knows your life is going bad, why would he wait for you to get on your knees and beg him to change it? He's seen your life going terrible, but you have to get down on your knees and beg him to change it. That's really not doing anything but boosting his ego. When in reality, you can just talk to God whenever you want. You're really connected to God energy. You can address the universe, you can address the ancestors, you can address the creator. It does not matter who you address, it's all about giving energy to the prayer. Don't let nobody tell you that your own ancestors are demonic. Demons are the opposite of love. When you talk into your ancestors, you feel love. They could connect with you through intuition and repeated numbers. Don't let nobody tell you you're talking to demons. You should know what demons' presence feel like. When I was still a Christian, I could still feel that God energy, that God love. So all of a sudden, I'm not a Christian no more, and that connection is not bad energy. I just happen to be the most peaceful I ever been. But Christians think everything that goes outside of Christ is evil. Don't let them brainwash you. You know what love is, you know what positivity is. Don't let nobody tell you that that positivity is evil just because it's not under their name. Just keep focusing on yourself, keep taking care of yourself.
You need to get the boys.
What is that? Like, what is that in the sky right there? It's moving too. That's dope. That's crazy. It's moving. Look at it moving. That's crazy, boy.
Did the kids come out to look?
Yeah, like how did that
Did you see it though when it was over here? It looked so crazy. It looked like it's on fire.
Dude, it do look like it's on fire. That's it, man. An hour long. I stay here for an hour long. That is it, my people. We see you guys in the next upload. You already know we're gonna keep these videos coming. So make sure you got the post notification on so you know why I post. We'll be back.